my friends, I wanted to show you how to make this adorable Be Mine Valentine calendar, except it's not really for Valentine's Day. So inspiration for this is from Debbie Henderson at Debbie Henderson Designs, and this is what the calendar looks like. It's not hard to make. They go together really fast. The calendars I purchased from Tailored Expressions. You can get them, I know, on several Etsy stores that have them. And for the post-its, you can use the smaller little 1.5 by 3 inch, I think. Or you can, I just took a large post-it pad and cut it in half. And you will want to use like half of the pad because otherwise it sticks up too high in front of the calendar here. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make this. We're going to start with a piece of, and for those of you who are on my team, this will be in your packet. You have a piece of cardstock that is 8 by 4 inches, okay? And I'm using Sweet Sorbet, and I believe that's what I gave you. I'm going to bring my trimmer in to do some scoring. And we're going to score on the long side at 4 inches and 6 inches. So right here's 4 inches, and the lighter blade is the scoring blade right here. And then slide it down to 6 inches right there. Alright, so we'll set that aside. And I'm going to fold that and burnish it with a bone folder. This way and this way. Alright, so this is actually the way it's going to sit, like that. Alright, so the longer piece is for the bottom part of your calendar. In your packet, you have two pieces of, this is the heavier cardstock that comes on the back of your designer series paper. And we need something kind of strong. They're 4 by 4, and then I've also made a template that was 4 by 4, and I rounded the corners. And you can use, well, I'll show you. We'll talk about that in a minute. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to glue these two heavier pieces together, and I'm using my multi-purpose liquid glue for that. So we're just going to layer those two white cardboard pieces on top of each other like that. Alright, and then you will have a, well, let's do the corner rounding first. So you're going to lay your template on this, and we want the corners on each of these to be round. So that's why I have the rounded corners here. And you can either do it like this and then glue the designer series paper on and do it all at once, or either way. So, and maybe I will do that just to show you. So you have a piece of the Be Mine designer series paper that's 4 by 4, and I think this is too big. Let me see. Yep, I'm going to cut it down, make it 4 by 4. And this is going to go on the top of your two pieces of the white cardboardy stuff. Not really sure what to call that. It's not as thick as regular cardboard, but it's heavier than paper. Alright, so that's going to go on there just like that. I'll just press that down. Alright, now we're going to bring in the template that you have in your little packet. I got some glue there. So when that dries, that will come off with a glue eraser. Let me show you what they look like. And it might be underneath my calendar and won't show anyway, so, but you can get these on Amazon. And you wait till this glue dries, and then you just go like this, and it'll pull it off there. It's pulling it off there now. Alright, so we solved that problem. Alright, so line your template up like this. And by the way, this calendar pattern is from Debbie Henderson at Debbie Henderson Designs. And she said that she did a whole bunch of these for, I think she had like a craft fair, and then she did them for gifts at Christmas time too. So I'm just going around that corner with my scissors, like that. And if you're on my team and you're watching and you don't have the kit yet, you'll be getting one. There was some new team members that joined. And I'm just going around that corner. So we want all the corners to be nicely rounded on this. Okay. So let's take a look at it. So this is what we have. We have that little, and you want to be aware when you go to glue this on here that there is a direction with your designer series paper. Okay, so now you have a piece of basic white that's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and you want to round 2 corners on this. This is the piece that's going to be on the bottom of your calendar. We're going to round these 2 corners. So again, I'm bringing my template in, and I'm just going to match it up to the side here and do that corner. And then I'll do the opposite corner over here, match that side up, and cut that off there like that. Alright, so we're going to take this and we're going to put this, adhere it to the bottom of our calendar base. I've got to fix my tiny little glue bottle. I like it that better than using the great big green bottle. Okay, so that is on the bottom of our base like that. And now we're gonna bring in our piece that's gonna go here, and this is nice and heavy, so this will sit good on this. So where you're just gonna put glue on this part of this piece here, and you can lay it out like this, and you're gonna lay that on there like that to adhere it. So you only want glue on this part. Alright, and we're gonna put that right snug up against the bottom there, and make sure your sides are even. So because we just added glue to the bottom part, it's gonna sit like this. So it looks like that. So now we're gonna take that piece of Post-it, if you had Post-it in your kit, and we're gonna add some tear and tape to the bottom of it. And I just dropped that on the floor. Like that. And one more. This is one of our strongest adhesives. Okay, so if it sticks over the edge like that, we're just going to fold that back. this backing comes off. If you take your pick tool and slide it under that edge, then this will peel up like that. I'm just going to fold that strip of adhesive back like that. Same thing here. I'm going to pull that up and right here. Alright, so this is going to go almost flush to the edge of the white piece. Not quite. And it's got to be centered, which I did not center it. Alright, so that looks about right. Okay, so this is going to sit on there like that. It will sit better once we get the calendar on here. So let's put the calendar on ours, and we're going to put the calendar about 1/4 inch up from the bottom. And again, I'm going to use tear and tape on the back. So if you're on my team, you got one of these little packets in the mail to do this month, and it's a great benefit of being on a team, and this is a great time to join because there's a little cool incentive. One is, see, normally when you join, you get the you get to pick $125 worth of product, and you only pay $99, plus you get free shipping. But right now, there's an incentive to join, and that is you can pick $155 worth of product and pay only $99 plus get free shipping. Or you can get the beautiful glass mat studio. And that's a beautiful large glass mat. It has a grid on it, and it's great for working on, because if you're stamping off, or say if you're sponging ink onto a project, you can go from your glass mat right onto your project. There's a little cloth that comes with it to wipe that up. And then there's also a silicone ink it has 4 little wells for storage, and it's a $69 value. So you have the option of an extra $30 in free product, or the beautiful glass mat studio plus free shipping. And so this is until I think the end of February. And then you get free access to my tutorials. Being on my team, we have a Facebook team page, and try to do some team activities. So okay, so we've gotten that far. So here's our calendars on there, and it's going to sit like that. Now let's do the little bumblebee. So I'm going to make a template with my scrap piece of cardstock, and you can do that too. I'm putting that all the way down into that punch. Alright, and I'm gonna put this right here. Now, I put in, those of you that have a kit, you should have a little piece of the Be Mine Designer Series paper that has a yellow pattern on it. I gotta grab a piece here. I wanted that for my wings. You don't have to, you can use the regular cardstock, or the regular, the yellow cardstock that I put in your kit. Here we go. So I want to use a piece of this. I'm just going to cut a little bit off of it. And I'm going to stick this right under here so it gets stamped. And I'm going to bring in a little post-it flag. And to hold that stuff down. got these on Amazon. So I'm just going to hold this right there. That'll hold all those pieces together. So let's do some stamping. Let's stamp those wings. I'm going to use black, but you could use a different color. I've seen pink, I've seen all kinds of different colors. And here's my ink. I'm using the black memento. And what's nice about the little template is it lines it up so that you can punch it out all at once. And then you can go back. It's easier to go back in if you want to stamp over an image, if your image doesn't come out well. And so I'm lining that right up in that little frame of the bee body. Whoops. And I need to stamp that again. I'm lining it right up over that. Okay. And then I want to go ahead and stamp, I'm going to stamp the antennas in that little heart. So in this set, there's all kinds of, there's little faces, the antennas, little flowers, honeycomb, and we have to do the face too. Let's do the face that's winking. Alright, so we'll do the winking face, and we're going to do that right on that bee, right here. Cute. And then the little antenna. Ooh, where are they? There they are. Okay, and I'm going to stamp them this way, right inside that little heart. So now I've got everything lined up to go ahead and punch. Also this month, if you place an order with me, you have the option of, whoops, I got to take the template off. Think about what I'm doing and take the template off. I'm just going to put that there to hold it in place. You have the option of this class. I have a Be Mine class that is free with an order of $40 or more, and it's 4 card kits. And also the PDF tutorial. And if your order is $50 or more, I include a pack of the gems, either the adhesive backed hearts and flowers, or the iridescent foil gems. Alright, so that's lined up, and I'm going to punch. And I'm going to put a little dab of glue on my wings here. And put that behind that little guy. And then a tiny dab of glue right at the bottom of this little tiny heart that has the antennas on it. Come on. Okay. And this is going to go, the bee's going to go right on the front here. And I think I'll add some dimensionals to the back for that. Yeah, so I've seen people do, Debbie Henderson had did this with a trucking along with a little truck. It was really cute. There's all kinds of things you could do it with. Different punches we have, or different die cuts. Flowers. Alright, so let's add our bumblebee here. Add them just like that. And then we need a little, I think a gem on there. I didn't put a gem on the other one. So Maybe I'll just leave it off. But there is that cute little calendar. And I hope you've enjoyed this, and happy stamping.